But here's the thing. Mike Malone is kind of generating this us against the world mentality. Nobody wants to put us on TV. They don't care about it. They don't talk about us. LeBron talks about retiring because it gets him attention. And here's the thing. We cannot force people to care about the Nuggets. Like, yes, the Nuggets were on TV last night, but one, it's because of Mountain Time Zone, but two, they had to put the Lakers on with them. Otherwise, nobody's going to watch. And when I say nobody, I don't mean a single solitary soul. I mean the ratings will pale in comparison. And then, go to previously or actually the same time of night where the Philadelphia Phillies were eliminated by the Arizona Diamondbacks. Now, that's going to be a historically lowly rated series. And I was thinking about Mike Malone and his complaints and the Nuggets complaints about you don't recognize Joker, you don't talk about Joker. We're actually the champions. We swept them. They're not even that good. They probably wouldn't have gotten there. The Grizzlies been healthy, the Clippers been healthy, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And Mike Malone's not wrong, except he's wrong as far as this is concerned. We can't force people to watch TV, to watch your team, just because you're better than other people. And if you think I'm not consistent with this, here is where the WNBA comparison comes in. This is the same conversation, the exact same one that we've had regarding the WNBA. That you can try and tell me, okay? You can try as hard as you want to tell me that, man, we should be getting equal treatment because these are the best players in the world and these women are not being recognized. We should get paid at the level commensurate with the men in soccer, with the men in basketball. We should be treated the same. We should fly charters, which they're now going to do in the WNBA, even though many of these teams are losing money. And the argument I'd make then, and I've made then, is the same argument I make against baseball. Same argument, and Tori Lavolo, who's the manager of the Arizona Diamondbacks, it's the same argument I'd make against the Denver Nuggets, which is we can't make people care. We can't make people watch. Who's on TV and who's covered and who's discussed is in direct relationship to the percentage of people that care. That's honestly Sports Radio 101. You know what it is? Play the hits. Now, I violate that on some level because I don't like to spend a ton of time talking about LeBron, especially in the offseason. I just don't. But every metric you can find, those debate shows, radio shows, the national radio shows, you're told, hey, play to the widest set of the audience. And believe it or not, people care more about LeBron than they do about Jokic. It doesn't mean that LeBron's as good as Jokic. He's not. It doesn't mean that the Lakers have as good a chance to win the NBA championship. They don't. It doesn't mean anything other than Lakers are more popular. People want to talk about them more. And that's our job. And the job of programmers at TNT, the job of programmers at Fox, the job of programmers at ESPN is to find a way to get the most people to watch. Because more people watch, the ratings are higher. The ratings are higher, you charge more for ads. You charge more for ads, you make money. You make money, everybody stays employed. It's really that simple. But we make it about all this crap it's not about. That's what we do. We make it about things it's absolutely positively not about. It's not about TNT forgetting. They didn't forget. They put the four most popular players, the four most talked about names that were playing. Steph Curry is far more popular in the United States than Nikola Jokic. Anthony Davis is a polarizing guy. He won a national championship. He's the number one overall pick. They trade the kitchen sink and then some to get him to the Lakers. They won an NBA championship with him. He's not better than Jokic, but he's more discussed. Hey, LeBron's not better than him, but everybody, LeBron's an interesting topic. Jokic isn't. And remember, I'm a basketball dude. I'm a basketball nerd. Last night I'm texting my buddies, and they're all like, man, Jokic is still the best player in the league. And I had one guy be like, by a large margin. And I'm like, you know what? You're kind of right. He's awesome. I'm not saying he's not awesome. But our job isn't to talk about what's awesome. This is, it's all related. Just like the WNBA, Just like who we cover in the World Series and thinks going to win the World Series and thinks brings the number in the World Series. It's the same thing with the NBA. Hell, it's the same thing with conference realignment. Fans get caught up in like, why are you taking them? They're not any good. Dude, it's all related to who cares, who watches more, because that brings a bigger TV number. That helps TV companies make more money. TV companies make more money. Everybody stays gainfully employed. It's really, really that simple. I wish I could tell you that there's some sort of nefarious, like, we don't like Jokic because he's not from this country. Like, no, not it. Oh, you don't like the Diamondbacks because they're in Arizona, and Arizona politically, like, nope, not it. But they're a Cinderella story. That's great. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. The Arizona Diamondbacks are an incredible story. Dude, they won 84 games. And then they just went in last night and beat the Philadelphia Phillies, who looked unbeatable at home twice in 2 nights. But you know what it won't do? It won't bring people to TV sets. There's no magic. Everyone knows when the World Series is. Everyone knows the channel that it's on. It's going to be running in prime time. Fewer people watch. Why? Because we can't make them care about things they don't care about. It's the same thing with the Nuggets. Hell, it's the same thing with the WNBA. If I'm going to tell you all summer long that all this BS that women's basketball is talking about, like, man, we should get this and that because the men get it, like, and I say, no, you shouldn't, because you're just not that popular. Not that many people watch. You don't make that much money. I could say the exact same thing about the Nuggets. And you'll get people, I saw this today, well, the Nuggets game locally got a 19 share, 19% of homes, whatever it was, in Denver. Like, yeah, okay, show me the numbers if they don't play the Lakers. Little secret, okay, the games that the Suns and the Nuggets and the Jazz and the Kings and even the Warriors back when they sucked, because the Warriors sucked for 40 years, the games that rated the highest that were sold out during the last 35, 40 years, do you know who they're against? You guessed it, the LA Lakers. I'm not a Laker fan. I'm not a LeBron sycophant. I'm just going to tell you the reality is more people care. They'd rather, it's like Duke basketball, Notre Dame football. Why are they on again? Because people care. Some want to see them lose, some want to see them win, but all of them want to see them. People have a hard time. They want real. They want reality. Tell me the truth. Then you tell them the truth. They're like, nah, I don't like that. That's not the truth. You have some sort of bias. No, I don't. I don't actually care. I actually like watching the Nuggets play more so than watching the Lakers play. Right? If the Nuggets play the Kings, like, dude, that's fun basketball. Up and down, ball moving, guys, game in the 130s or 140s. It's awesome. But if you put that game on and you put the Lakers on against pretty much anybody, more people watch the Laker game. And it's the same thing in baseball. Right? Baseball is not celebrating today. Now, there's a discussion to be had if this is good for the health of baseball, and I think it is. But this is an incredible Cinderella story you have in the Arizona Diamondbacks. Remarkable. And when I say nobody's going to watch, I don't mean no one, but probably historically low ratings. So very few mainstream, non-hardcore baseball fans will watch. Not because it's not a good story. Not because Corbin Carroll's not awesome. Not because Max Scherzer's not a first ballot Hall of Famer. No, it's because we can't make people care about teams they don't care about. It doesn't work. It doesn't happen. And if you can't understand that, then you're a denier of the basic premises of business. Basic premise of business. The customer is always right. And everyone who's driving around in their car, everyone's listening to they're like, well, no. There's some context to it, I understand. But if you run a business, it's the customer is always right. And Jalen Rose would always say, give the people what they want. It's the same thing. The customer is always right. And customers want the Lakers. Customers want the Yankees. They want the Red Sox. They want the Dodgers. Hell, they even want to see the Astros lose, but they want to see the Astros. They don't actually care about Jokic, even though he's better than all those other teams. That may hurt you, but sometimes the truth does, in fact, hurt.